Welcome to the show today, and I'm in sunny Florida of the United States. It's going to be in the high 70s, I guess almost 80 today. It feels 80 out here to me in my brother in law's backyard. I've been enjoying the Florida sunshine, even though it's not as warm as it can get. And we're going to the Florida State Fair in Tampa, Florida on, I think, the 15th of February. We're not sure on the date yet. If it rains or calling for bad weather, we probably won't go. What was that noise? My dog. Are you okay, Abby? Come here and let me see you. You're okay. Come on. Look at the camera over here. She's under the table. You're too tall. You're too tall to get under the table. Come here, put your head here so I can see you're all right. You're okay. You're good. You're good. So the Florida State Fair, I saw there's lots of different foods. I can't hardly wait to try the different foods, like the ribbon potato. It reminds me of a spiral potato, which they put on different toppings, like they have bacon, cheese, sour cream, different toppings. And that sounds interesting to me to go to the Florida State Fair. But today, it is beautiful here in Florida, by the way. But today's topic on the show is Do It Afraid. Do It Afraid. I never wanted a German Shepherd because they're big dogs. I don't say I'm afraid because I love dogs. They don't scare me. Because my youngest daughter, had a Mastiff, an English Mastiff. And that dog was big, like a little pony or a calf. It was as big as a small cow. I love that dog. It was the most gentle dog in the world. So size is not what makes a dog mean. It's people, the way they bring a dog up. And I didn't want a German Shepherd at first, but then my husband had friends that had German Shepherds, and he had German Shepherds as a kid, and they offered us one of their litter. And I said, if there's a girl, and it turned out there was one girl in the litter of, I think, 9 or 10 puppies. I think it was 10, maybe 11, because the runt died. The little one didn't make it. Abby was the only girl, and we took her. And it's scary sometimes to have a big dog like that. But we did it afraid. Do it afraid. There's so many things as a kid growing up that I did not do because I was afraid, scared. Chicken liver, whatever you want to call it, because you get made fun of if you say you're afraid. They call you chicken liver. Oh, you're afraid. You're just a big scaredy cat. All those fun words that your classmates in elementary school and higher say about you. Um, if it's not one thing, it's another. If you have teeth that protrude a little bit, they call you buck. And I was semi-buck with my cousin who had teeth that stuck out. And then my one sister talks about being called four eyes. They'll make fun of anything, it's just because they don't feel good about themselves, But if you're afraid, like to try out for chorus or choir or concert choir, I never tried for concert choir because I was afraid. My voice, I still know it's very mediocre. It's not horrible. I've heard a lot of voices, singing voices that aren't, you know, even half, they sound terrible. So, but I think my voice is just okay. But if I wanted to try for like show choir or concert choir, I didn't because I was afraid. I missed out on so many things. I was actually in a car accident in 10th grade. I tried out for freshman cheerleading and I didn't make it. But in 10th grade, I was told I can't because I was in a car accident. A drunk driver ran a stop sign near the high school I was passing. We were going past Lebanon High School to go to Cedar Crest High School for the homecoming dance with a freshman guy that asked me. I was a sophomore, and the drunk driver ran and smashed into the front end on the side of the car I was riding in. And you didn't wear seatbelts back in 1972. So I had a concussion, 18 stitches across my eye. So that put me back, and I didn't try for anything until My junior year, I tried out for cheering and I made it. I made it for um, field and mat cheering, which was wrestling and soccer. Well, field for soccer and wrestling, and I had a great time cheering, but I still got so nervous before I do anything. I was always afraid. Well, guess what? Others are afraid too. They're scared, but they do it anyway. They learn stuff. Breathing. Take in a deep breath for 7 seconds. Hold it for 7 more, and then exhale. Ways to get through it. Sing it with your voice being a little bit nervous if you're trying out for a singing part. Sing it a little nervous, and you still might make the part or get the part or be in the choir. I was in the junior chorus in my junior year because after the car accident, after my concussion healed and the 18 stitches, I was in the hospital 5 days my sophomore year of high school. I tried out more. I was in the art club. I was in the junior ensemble or choir, whatever, chorus. There's so many words for all that. And I sang with my friend Chantel. They needed alto, so I was an alto for that. I loved singing alto with her. I actually sang in choir at church with my grandma, Bumberger. I sang alto with her section, the altos. So I could do it. I only read notes. When I turned 29, I started taking piano and organ lessons. Organ first, then piano. I wanted to play the full Hammond, the full pedals, the full 2 keyboards of the Hammond organ with the drawbars. Then I went back to piano because I wasn't doing so well. So I can read notes now, but I'm so slow at it. But I'm just saying, do it afraid. My freshman year of high school, I wanted to try out for the play. It was South Pacific, but I was terrified. So instead, I just volunteered to be an usher, and we made like moo-moos and those flower lays. They're called lays. They were made out of paper that we made in art, and wore the moo and sat people in their chairs. But I didn't try out for South Pacific because I was afraid, and I missed out on so many things because I didn't just do it afraid. It's the only way to find out if you can make it is if you try. But I loved South Pacific. Actually, the guy that was a sailor, and then he sang the song 101 pounds of fun. That's my little honey bun. Get a load of honey bun tonight. Her hair is blonde and curly. Her curls are burly whirly. Her hips are pips. Like that. They call her hips twirly and whirly, something like that. And I had a crush on him. I saw him when he was a lifeguard at the Coleman swimming pool. I had a crush on him then. Nothing came of that, of course, but I just had a crush on him. He was like a good actor, and he sang really well too in the freshman play that I was a freshman. I think he was a junior or a senior, and I should have just tried out. Do it afraid. I should have just done it afraid. Tried out. I know my senior year the play was Annie Get Your Gun, and I was in the art club yet then, and I helped with the background. Like we drew and painted. Mostly the drawers was, I didn't draw, but I painted horses, buffalo, whatever they had in the background for Annie Get Your Gun. And I can't remember my sophomore year and my junior year of what plays. Was it My Fair Lady? I can't tell you that. I don't know for sure. I'd have to look in my yearbook and see if they had. I have the 4 yearbooks, my freshman year, my sophomore, junior, and senior year. I have the yearbooks, so they probably have a page on what your school play was at that time, the high school um, musical. I love musicals. I love singing. I love dancing. So why didn't I just do it afraid? I missed out on so much. And now that I'm 67 years old, you can't go back in time, but if I could, I would have tried. I remember having the best time being an usher at South Pacific with my sister that's a year and 5 months or so, a year and a half, a year and 5 months older than me. We had a blast. Those were the good times. And I just wish I would have done it afraid. So do it afraid. Even if you're afraid, do it. If it's something legal, you're allowed to do it. You're allowed to try out. And maybe the teacher or the music director has favorites, so you won't make it. But don't give up. Keep trying. Keep having fun. You have this here, YouTube, if you want to sing, dance, talk. Talk. Have a show that talks like I do. Allowed to talk. You're allowed to talk. So just do it afraid. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. You just keep dancing, singing, making music, and just having fun as much as you can, as much as possible. As long as your health holds out. If you want to exercise just sitting down, you can raise your legs up and exercise. You can take your dog for a walk. You can just walk. And I want to thank people who watch. Thank you for watching and subscribing and liking. And whatever you're doing that maybe you can get a little help from the things I say as an old person, that I've been through a lot. So just do it afraid. And I just saw that there's something going that to teenagers, they have them send pictures of them nude, and then they don't brainwash. They blackmail you into paying that they won't share that picture. Tell your parents or your guardian or someone. And here's my baby. Come here, baby girl. Oh, she's like, no. Do you want to play Frisbee? Well, come here. We'll play Frisbee. All right. She's going to get her Frisbee. We're going to play Frisbee. So be careful. Always talk to your parents or guardians about anything going on in your life. Do it afraid, even if you're afraid of your parents. Pray for your parents. Be good to your parents.